Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a Central Machinery 10-ton hydraulic log splitter. I don't know. Are these things worth the money? It's $129 from Harbor Freight. Let's go ahead, let's take this sucker out of the box and see what we're dealing with here. I've never even seen one in person. Maybe it's the greatest thing in the world. Maybe it's a gimmick. I don't know. Let me take this out of the box. We'll check it out. See what it comes with. See what you can do. We'll get into it. So there it is in all of its glory. The Harbor Freight log splitter. I think, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is just like if you can't afford a gas powered one, maybe this is the way to go. I don't know. But the way I see it is this is for the guy who maybe one can't afford a gas powered log splitter, or has a bad back and can't swing a maul. Maybe this is the machine for you. What it comes with the manual, which, if you know how to use a car jack. Some of you don't, if you're very, young, like in your 20s, because that's the thing nowadays. No, I'm just kidding. It comes with a manual, which you know how I feel. You don't need them at all. If you know how to run a car jack, or, any kind of jack, you'd probably be all set with this. Comes with that. Comes with, you get a pole, goes in there, handle, I guess, and another handle. That seems it. This is your release. Oh, I guess what you would do is put your wood up there. She's open right now. Just tighten her down. There you go. You can just pump away. Side note, this has got to be a machine that you have more free time than you know what to do with to use, because that's pretty slow. But, or, well, if your wood's this long, not that bad. Let's see how this thing splits. I got this little piece of birch here. Let's go ahead and see if it'll do its thing. Uh-oh. So that worked. That worked well. I mean, it split that little guy. That's on the box. It said 6.5 inch diameter by, like, I think it said 18-inch long piece of wood. So it should have done this one no problem, and it did. It flung it out of there. Let's get a bigger piece. I got a piece of poplar, or not a piece of poplar. I got a piece of beech. Let's see how it handles beech. Let that sucker go back. Maybe don't put it back as far as it can go. Maybe that saves time. All right, this is a piece of beech. Beech is pretty hard. I think this is a little bit bigger around than, what it's supposed to do. But anybody who buys these things, right? You buy something, and 9 out of 10 times you're going to do more than what it says it can do. You're going to try anyway. Let's take a look and see if it'll do it. It did it. I will tell you this, it takes some arm strength to be able to make it do its thing. It takes some arm. Let's put it on the floor. You know, it's meant to be used on the floor, clearly, not on a table. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the floor, or it's meant to be used on the ground or floor. That is one thing about this. I mean, if you wanted to use it, like I'm in my basement, right now, you can't use a gas-powered splitter in a basement, clearly. You could use a plug-in electric one, but so you don't have the money for a plug-in electric one. Or, you know, the need. Or maybe you have just a fireplace and you burn just a few pieces a year. This might be the ticket. If you can't swing a split and maul, which would be way quicker and easier than this thing. This might be the ticket. I don't know. Let's put it on the floor. See if it makes any difference in the ease of use. Now, I can say that, like, if you're buying this because you have, like, bad back and you can't swing a split and maul, it's got some heft to it. It's relatively heavy, so I guess I don't know how that works for people with bad backs. I don't. But it's relatively heavy. You're probably going to want to put it in a place that you're just going to leave it, because if your back's bad enough to not be able to swing a split and maul, this probably ain't the gadget for you. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see if it's any easier to split this on the floor. Alright. Alright, so initially I was running it wrong because, as I've explained in every video, I don't ever read the instructions. We'll figure it out as we go. It'll be okay. Anyway, so what I have learned. The first lever here is like first gear, right? It makes the piston go faster. It's got less force. So this is the one going in, and after you've going in to snug up your log. The lever on the right is the one that gives you a lot of torque That'll push through the log. Once it pops, go back to this one, starts moving faster again. Now, that is how that works. Let me go. Let's see. I got one piece. I got a piece of birch that is even bigger, a little bit bigger than that piece of beech. Let's throw that on here and see if this will do that. It's definitely not rated for that size, but heck, let's see. Oh yeah. All right. Snug her up. Give it the beans. That's max all the way out. See if we can get that apart. Yeah. Go like this. Let's give it the beans. Fast one. Oh, Lordy. So, yeah, it works. All right. Well, one thing's for sure. If you are looking into this thing, just know even though it's got 2 speeds, you got your faster side and your power side, you're definitely not breaking any records in speed. I think if you wanted to keep this in your house and you had some rounds or firewood you wanted to split up inside your house, and you didn't want to get an electric one, this might work pretty good. Your back's bad, your back is bad, this might work pretty good for you, although it's heavy. So find a location and maybe leave it. Yeah, I don't know about this thing. Well, I don't know, it's either, how Harbor Freight goes. It's either going to last a long time and you're going to love it, or it's going to break pretty quick. It's kind of the way Harbor Freight goes. It's hit or miss. But it will split more than, bigger the diameter than it says it will. So that's a good thing. Kind of figured it would. Yeah. So that's the hydraulic log splitter from Harbor Freight. There's not too much to talk about it. It works. Does not work as good as a gas-powered one, obviously. It's easier than swinging a maul. It's slower than swinging a maul. So if you're able to swing a maul and you want firewood and you're looking at this or a maul and you're thinking this might make my life easier, just get the maul. It's way faster. Way faster. This is stupid, really, in comparison. But if you can't swing a maul and you don't have money for at least an electric one or a gas one, then this might be something worth looking at. But then again, if your back's that bad, are you really doing firewood unless you absolutely, life or death have to, because you still got to carry the stuff in? I don't know. But there it is. You be the judge. Is it for you? I don't know. Is it for me? Definitely not. I wouldn't recommend this thing. It does what it's supposed to do, but it's slower than every other way of doing it. And my back's not bad yet, so we'll take it from there. I was gonna do the Weimars and the Garwinter, I'll run the Garwinter anyway today. That was gonna be my video for today, but currently it's 5 degrees out Fahrenheit, and I don't particularly like that level of cold. If it was 20, yeah, it would be all over it. 5, when it, freezes the inside of your nose instantly. I don't care for that. So we're going to save that we got a warm up coming next week. We'll save that. Hopefully it won't be raining or a natural disaster, and we'll be able to do some more chainsaw. Check that chainsaw out a little bit clearer. Once the weather does change, we'll take this outside. We'll just run it against the maul, split one round up with a maul, split a round up with this one, put them side by side, see which one's faster. It's probably going to be the maul. It's definitely going to be the maul. We'll do it anyway. We'll do it anyway just to see how that goes. Harbor Freight has a slide hammer one. We'll try that one out too. Anyway, that's the log splitter. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. If you like and subscribe, that'd be great. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.